Hello everyone, this is Moses from Zaatar Gardens. I'm going to take a little stroll here to reminisce of the past year and about 2 weeks. I think I started October 15 of last year, this YouTube channel, and I've learned a lot. I've learned YouTube actually has helped me garden because it makes me focus on things that I should talk about and share. And then I noticed that, there's certain things that I used to do that I don't do any longer, such as fertilize constantly and things like that. And I noticed that after filming things and going back in time and looking at older videos, things did just fine compared to past years. So things like that usually kept me going along. But I'm doing this video. I wasn't going to do a 1-year video until someone mentioned to me what motivates me, because I have a lot of people come over, or family members, or colleagues that just talk to me. They're like, Moses, how do you I live in Central California. Pretty much all of California is hot. It doesn't matter where you go anymore. It's all hot. On the coast of San Diego, just 2 weeks ago, it was 97 degrees. That's 2 weeks ago, 97. It was like 94, 97, 92. It doesn't matter anymore. So wherever you are, you have to adapt. And they would ask me, it's 110 here, 108, 105. The month of August in Central California, it's 95 plus degrees every day. That's not bad. What the problem is, it's 95 plus degrees at 10 p.m. at night as well, the whole month of August. And I'm out there, imagine at 10 p.m. at night, to at least get out of the sun, I'm still sweating because the air is almost 100 degrees. And people are looking at me and saying, what motivates you? Like everybody else is sitting down. Everybody else doesn't even want to step outside. There's mosquitoes around me in August. I'm fighting off mosquitoes, sweating. I have to change 2 shirts just staying 20 minutes in a garden because it's soaking wet. And they would ask me repeatedly over and over what motivates me. And after I went to war with the army, I realized how important life was, and I realized and there's a garbage truck in the background. I realized how important life was, and I realized that all of us one day are going to die. And I always had a saying, and I always think differently than many other people around me, or oddly thinking. Of people say you only live once. Well, I always say you only die once, so you better make that life worth it. And having a son, when my son was born almost 4 years ago, that really opened my eyes to gardening, to eating fresh, because I always garden ever since I was young with my grandmother and my father, but really my grandmother. And my mother, too, she used to garden as well. She passed away a while back, almost on Mother's Day. That food from the garden is what we're supposed to eat. We're not supposed to eat junk from stores, fast food, even supermarkets. There's nothing better and nothing healthier than picking something from your garden and eating it within 10 minutes. So what motivates me the most is knowing that I'm living a life that the way we're made to live. We weren't made to live in a restaurant, in supermarkets. We weren't made to watch our children get diabetes before the age of 10, before the age of 15. And my son just woke up now too. He's knocking on the door. But to shorten this up a bit, there's I collect quotes. All my life I've collected quotes. When I hear something really interesting, I write it down. Ever since I was probably even 10. But there's 3 quotes that really stayed with me. And bear with me, I'll read them right now. A picture is worth 1,000 words, but 1 word is worth 1,000,000 pictures. And that's my son. Look at the bee. You see, that's life right there. Don't know why it's doing that. See, he wants to go after my quotes. But that's life. I'm not going to shoo it away. Well, I mean, or hit it, excuse me. I'm not going to kill it. But that's it right there. You know, like when I realized on one of my popular videos of avocados of rosemary, I had rosemary cuttings and bees would flock to it on my patio table, and I decided one day to hang the rosemary on the avocado tree. And bees rarely pollinate avocados, or supposedly they don't pollinate as much. And I put rosemary, and within 30 seconds it was full of bees. There's my son. Hi, Shantik. So little things like that, if you open your eyes.
Dad.
Huh. So this is why I do it right there.
On the door, but you not open the door for me, boy.
Yeah, I know, you could open it yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad that you agree. But that's why I do it. Here, let's do another thing. Show them how you get a big stick. Show them how you pick the purple tree collard. Get one. Go eat. Get one. There's no kumquats ready. Go get a purple tree collard. Now, mind you, he's not even 4 yet. He was doing this at 2. At 2 years old, he was doing this. At 2 years old, exactly like this. You have 2-year-olds that don't even know how to use a crayon.
I do.
You do, yeah. No, you're almost 4 now, so. How many people have had trouble getting their kids to eat beautifully steamed peas and carrots? My son's over here pulling off leaves and eating the stems of the purple tree collards. Okay, I'm gonna speed this up a little bit more. I didn't want to take this long. Another quote: the 2 most important days in your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why. And I found out why almost 4 years ago. The problem with the rat race is that even if you win, you're still a rat. And I heard that a long time ago before I joined the military. So I never went with the crowd. I always did my own thing. It's like this garden. Moses, you're crazy growing a garden like this. You can't grow trees this close. You can't grow herbs under trees. You can't grow wasabi. You can't grow the zaatar from around the world, the zaatar plants. You can't grow, well, they didn't say that one, but cherimoya. You can't grow papaya that's fruiting. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't have grass without weed and feed. You need to have chemicals to make them green. This is grown by seaweed. You can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do moringa, you can't grow a garden in wood chips. You can't. And yet those are the ones sitting inside in front of their tablets and their cell phones, while the other hand lost their grip on reality. That wasn't a quote, by the way, I just made that up right now. And then my favorite quote of all is fail more, fail faster, and fail forward. I know. So fail more, fail faster, and fail forward. I live by that every day. So currently this will make, I believe, 445 videos in 1 year's time. I pushed to get that amount, and I pushed hard. And I love all the comments, bad, good, or ugly. I love all the likes, the shares. I read all the comments and I reply to all comments. I'm trying to do that more and more. The kumquats aren't ready. Stop. They're not ready. Get over here. Come on. I try to read all the comments and reply to them all. But I thank all of you for following me on this 1 year journey so far. This is what I have to deal with every day. What are you doing, Shant?
That.
Okay, good. The crack in the hole. And let's make 445 more.
You look at this.
Okay, I'm looking at that.
I found on the ones doing like this.
And for the 445th time, well, I guess in the beginning I used to not say it, but for the 445th time, happy gardening, everyone. Bye.